Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creation. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Today we're going to have some fun with the stickers that I got from Globeland. I got a lot. No, I still have not found a permanent home for them, but I've had so much fun playing with them I haven't really looked, to be honest. But there's a lot of things different ways we can use stickers in our journals. One is to, all I did was put them on some book pages, and these are the smaller ones, and just tear them out as you use them. Like I did that one, and put it on the back of a paper clip. So, yeah, nice, interesting little paper clip. And you can add lace, you can add bling, whatever you want to them. But I thought that turned out really nice. And I have more. Now, I'm not tearing these off until I use them, because if I tear this off here, I may want the whole piece. I may only want a small piece of it. Yeah, so I've got those. I've got these here that, I can also tear out. And these are really fun and easy. And other than book pages, I pulled some scraps so we can have fun with them. Now this is from a really old, my 1909 book. And you can see how it's sort of frazzled on the edge. But that's okay. Now, underneath here, what I'm going to do is, I simply have an old mouse pad. I'm going to set that down and put that on, well, turn it around right ways. Set that down there, because the one I want to use on this is actually the big butterfly. Now, what I'm going to do is simply going to take the cover off, and I don't want the words, so I'm going to set that aside. All I want is this big part here. So, scoot some of this out of the way, because I want to come in here, and I'm going to use my archival ink for this, because it just seems to give a better impression than my distressed ink. Get it on there really, really good. Make sure I get all those wings. Now, I'm not expecting a perfect stamp with this, and that's okay. So, I'll put this down. I got everything sliding over here. And then position my stamp right there where all the words are, and just lay it down. Give it a good rub. The finger smoosh, as Pam says. Make sure everything gets in contact. And by putting the mouse pad, I can press it, and it's almost like it's going to reach up and grab, so that you get every little piece on there. Now, lift it off. And it is very light, but that's okay. I like that. I like the way that one turned out. Now, one thing y'all know that I do is I clean my stamps after I use them. And somewhere, I know I have, underneath everything, is a baby wipe, because I may use this stamp again, I may not, and it only takes, it's not a deep clean. All I'm going to do is just try to get the majority of that ink off, and then come back in here with my paper towel and just blot it. Just like that. See, there's still some ink that came off, but Then I'm going to set this, oh, well, before I do that, I can put the words back up there. And then just set it over here, because I know I've used this one. Get that matched. All right, that one can sit over there. Now, and then there's a page that I can use. So put all these over here together so that I've got them, and pull out another page. And let's try it again without the mat. And this time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this. Will that fit on there? Yeah, I can do 2 of these. So I'm going to take that side off. And because I'm doing them side by side, well, yeah, because I want to do 2. I want to do the opposing corners. So I'll take this one off. And now this one, I'm going to try with my big block. We'll see if that gives us a better impression. I mean, I'm willing to try anything once, and whatever works, I'll use. Sometimes all I want's, a light suggestion of a stamp. My hands don't want to work this morning. Put that one down and just eyeball it on there. Give it a good press. Oh, that one turned out really, really light. So, one thing I usually don't do is double stamp, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and get everything but, because see, that corner came out pretty good. So I'm just going to re-stamp re-ink everything else but that one corner. And see if using the mouse pad does give me a better impression. So just sort of eyeball it in place and put it down. That's one of the good things for the acrylic blocks. You can see beneath it. Now I do have like Tim Holtz stamping platform, which I could have used with this, but it's on the shelf and I'm being lazy today. All right, see, that did give me a bit better. And not too bad. I matched it up quite a bit. There's a little, sort of double exposure type thing, but that turned out pretty good. I'm happy with that. So, just going to give that, you see the ink that is there. Give that a nice little rub off. Come back in here with my paper towel. And it only takes a second. I'm not doing a deep clean on these. I just want to get the excess ink off so that when I do come back in and use my stamp again, I may want to use a lighter color ink, and I don't want to cross-contaminate it. Now, new stamps, I like to rub my ink pad across there first before I blot it. I don't know why, but it just seems to give me a better impression that way. Seems like the ink sticks to it better. Okay, this one we're going to do on this side. Make sure I'm down there and then wish it down. Just like that. And that one did turn out really good. So now I can actually tear the paper in half. And I've got 2 pieces that I can use here. Alright, so this, let's see, did that come off? Oh no, this came off of that. I try and keep track of all my stuff here. Alright. A little wipe on that one. I mean, look how much ink is left. And that could, if I'm going to do this in a lighter color, like in a blue or a pink or a red, that black ink could really smudge my ink pad. And it only takes a minute, and then, you know, when you're done. So it, you know, that way when I'm completely finished here, all I can do is put them away. I don't have to sit here and worry about all these stamps that I have to clean. Okay, so now I've got, you know, quite a few here to play with. So I'll put those over there. Strips. We all have strips of paper. And when I look at strips, the first thing I think about is tickets. So, and then also with the acrylic stamps, you can put your paper behind it so that you can actually see what it is that, you know, how your ticket will come out. So let's use the middle one. And I think this is the same one that Charlotte got. So I need a smaller block, but not too small. So I'm gonna put that on there. Ink that up. And then just come in here and press it down. Well, I mean, it turned out okay. Do it again. And you can do the whole strip like this. Getting ink on my fingers. There goes another one. I think I can get one more off of here. Now, one thing I did notice, some of my stamps, when I use them, because I've pressed so much in the middle, there's like almost an indentation. So when you ink your stamp, you know, go back over it and make sure that you get ink everywhere. Put that one down there. And I know I don't have enough room for another one, do I? I may be able to just barely squeeze one in there. Let's see. Get that inked up really, really good. And then see if I can't, yeah, I can get another one. Right like that. Ta-da! There we go. Now, we know most tickets have holes around the edges, and there's an easy way to do that. You can come in here with your hole punch and simply punch your holes, and then, you know, come back and trim, which would be an easy way to do it. See, and then what I would do here is just come along and trim it close to the edge. Now, on the ones where I've got more of a space, I may want more of a larger hole. So this is a 1/2 inch. Come down about here, about halfway. Goes that one. Goes that. And I'll do one there. And then let's see how it comes out on the corner. And what I'm doing is I'm lining it up with these marks here. Now, if your hole punch does not have those marks, you can put them in. Mine didn't. All I did was draw them in. Just measure, measure down your punch. Put your marks. And it makes it a whole lot easier placing it. Because see, now I line it up here, and then I've got that mark basically going between my tickets. I get all these little pieces that flew off. No, I don't keep those. And then I can come in here and just trim off in between. And I've got 4 tickets. So that now if I'm going to use this one, and it's okay that one side has smaller holes than the other. It doesn't matter. Turn that a little bit closer. And there, I've got a ticket. And it's got the little notches out. And I can do that with all of these, just trim around them. But I can wait and do that when I'm going to use them. All right, get those out of the way. Get this one wiped off. Let it dry, and then I can put this one back where it came from. So what have y'all been doing? Have you been playing with your stamps lately? You notice how if we get a new toy, we always want to stop what we're doing immediately and go play with it. You see that? I like to put it under there and see what I can get out of one piece of paper. So maybe not that one. See, what else have I got? I've got these here. That would work on there. See, I could actually get a whole one of those on there. So let's do that. Take this one off. And I was really surprised about how easy these stamps come off of the plastic, because there are some that I have bought and pay quite a bit of money for. Then when I get them and try to get them off, it's like playing a tug of war. And I've actually had stamps rip trying to get them off. So just eyeball that towards the center, and down it goes. Give it a really good smush. Hold it just a second. And the reason you're holding it for just a second is to give that ink a chance to get onto the paper. And there we go. That turned out really good. Now see, I can come in here around my corners, or to even turn that into a tag, and there's on the back already. So that's something you can do with your one-sided paper. Okay, another quick wipe. And a quick little dry. And this can go right back on there. And you can go through a lot of your scraps to do this. Make your tags. You make your ephemera, your pocket fillers, whatever. Now, vellum. Vellum we have to treat different than regular paper. And I'm going to tell you why. Vellum takes longer to dry. So, where's the... I thought I had a bigger one in here. Not that one, not that one. Let's see. Yeah. See, I can come down here and pretty much match that to whatever it is I'm going to stamp on. Now this is a bigger stamp, I do not have a block that will fit it. So we're going to improvise. We're going to use what we have as a homemade block. See, that one's not going to fit. Here is my bigger one. That's not going to fit. It's basically a tad too narrow. So we're going to put those in there. But what I do have, move everything around here. I have a glass mat. So I'm going to put that down on my mat, and it's not going to go anywhere. That's going to hold it. Come in here and ink that up really good. Make sure I get that down there in the corner. There. Now, what I'm going to do with my vellum is I'm simply going to place it on top and then rub my hands over. You can see how it picks up that ink. You can actually see and feel, make sure you get all those spots covered. Now, I'm going to be very careful and peel it up. And it may not look like there's much there, but there is. It did stamp pretty good. But you have to give this time to dry. Vellum does not absorb the ink like a normal paper does. Paper is porous. Vellum, not so much. So this needs to be set aside so that it can dry. Move it way over there. And then, I think I still have quite a bit of ink on here. So somewhere up here, I mean, it's just a piece of paper. I'm going to come here and see if I can see how much ink was left, because like I said, vellum does not absorb ink so much as it rests on top. So we'll see how much ink was actually left on there, because I don't want to wipe it off if there's a lot and waste it. Not so much. So, not a really good one, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to have to really scrub the ink off my hands. Ink that back up really good. And let's see, which way does it? I don't guess it really matters. Put it down there and do it again. If the first impression was so light, I'm not worried about a shadow effect with it. But I do want to rub my fingers all over that, sort of massage that ink into the paper. Give it a good massage. And there we go. So, that's a good one. And I can always cut it out from there. So, take our baby wipe. Now, when you're using archival ink, it's not, and you put it on, it's not going to come off like the Distress inks, because it's meant to go on there and stay. So you're going to have some discoloration anyway, but I just want all the extra ink that I can get off of there off. And then let it dry, just that easy, and then back on it goes, and then it'll be ready for the next time. So open that up, lay it down sort of the way it's supposed to go. fit on there. There. Now, we can go through the rest of our scrap pile here and do them, but that's, you know, that's when I'm sitting here doing nothing. Another place we can use our stamps is directly into our books. I'll show you. See here. All I did was I put a stamp on that page. This here was another old page that I put another stamp on. But look how nice that's going to look when I get it on there. And that's where I wanted it to go, so I can stick it in here. I can always put it in later. Let's see, where else? I did a few more in here, like that's just on one page. Let's see, I thought I did a couple more in here. Oh, maybe not. I just can't find them at the moment. But, all right, there's like the butterfly one we did. This one went on a piece of cardstock that I had that I really didn't care for. But now I've got a tag. And you don't have to do them just on blank pages. You know, let's say like here, if I wanted something else on here, what I can do is, let's come back over here with one of these. And I'm just going to pull one off of here. Let's do this one. And then with this one, I am going to get my block. And I know you think, but Shelby, it's on a page. The page, you know, isn't lying flat. Believe me, that is not going to bother us. Because we have a way to make it flat. Now, a lot of you have the small score pad or something hard that you can put underneath it. All I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that under there, grab my stamp, make sure I have it right way up, and using the scoreboard as my hard back. Down. And I got it there, but nothing there. Okay. Not worried about it. Let's try a different ink. Maybe that ink pad is getting low. I probably need to re-ink it. Alright, let's do this with the Distress. And like I said, I'm not worried about having a double image. I just want to get that onto my page. See how that one does. Alright, see, that was better. So try out your different inks. Try different techniques. Different ways of doing things. Yes, it's a little shadow effect, but, you know, it's there. And I like the way that turned out. Now, there is a little spot there in the middle. So I got a stray sticker right here. And I think I'll just, at least I think it's a sticker. We'll find out here just a second. Okay, come on off. Alright, so it's not coming that way. Maybe it's not a sticker, maybe it's just a piece of... Because it definitely does not want... It's got an edge to it, but it doesn't want to come off. There we go. Tape's finally grabbed it. Yep. Nope. It was not a sticker. But it definitely had an edge to it like one. Oh well, doesn't matter. That's where we're going to come in with our glue. And then put that down right there in that spot. And there we go. Just that easy. Just like that. And you know, if I don't want to add something there, I can always put a sticker on that. Or not a sticker, but a stamp on that. So play around with your stamps. Drag them out. Because they're tools that we need to use. I mean, you see that we've got stickers, we've got stencils. I just had that pager. Use your stencils. Not the tools, the things we use don't always have to be store-bought. Use what we have. See, there was another, I did do another sticker. That was that one that didn't come through. Or we just put the, see, there's one. So, have fun with what you have. Drag out your stamps, play with them, drag out your stencils, have fun. And just enjoy your tools. See, coming along pretty nicely. What I would like to do in here, though, I mean, we've got tons of pages to work with. This is our altered book, by the way. I'm thinking maybe on some of the stencils that I just got, maybe bringing out my, oh, what is it? The paste, and doing some paste work on them using our stencils, because that would add a little thickness but not a whole lot. So that may be something we'll be looking forward to. So if you enjoyed what I've shared with you today, go in, drag out your stamps, and have a play date with your stamps. Stamps are our friends. They're fun. They're easy to use. Just remember, like all of our tools, keep them clean and they'll last you for, well, not forever, but close enough. So until next time, bye guys.